Hey everybody, welcome back to Whiskey's Adventure. So what we're doing in this episode is we're doing a review video. So I have my OneWind hammock system here. For full disclosure, OneWind did not send this to me. I bought this system with my own money. So I'll show you the contents of this bag. This is the bag I use to carry my hammock system. So everything in this bag, including this bag, I have a page here for some notes, is 4.8 pounds. So what comes when you send it is I have the Rainfly and the hammock system in here. We're going to set up the hammock system first, but for disclosure purposes, go back to my notes. The hammock without the Rainfly is 2.1 pounds. It's an 11-foot camping hammock with a built-in mosquito net. The mosquito net can be unscrewed on both sides and completely removed. It comes with two 12-foot tree straps. The tree straps are rated for 1,500 pounds. The hammock itself is rated for, depends on where you look. When I look on their website, it says 500 pounds. When I look on the description in Amazon, it says, I think, 400 pounds. So there's a 100-pound weight difference between their website and what Amazon says. So I'm just going to go with what the company says and say 500 because it's their product. The hammock is made out of 40D ripstop nylon, and it's OD green. So let's go ahead and get it set up real quick. Now I have added some extra features to my OneWind hammock for the speed of setup. I'll tell you what's added versus what comes with the product once we get it all set up. So this is the hammock system. It comes with a double-sided stuff sack. It comes undone on both sides where you can easily pull your tree straps out. Now I've added a beaner on my tree straps just for a quick setup, but once I get this set up, I'll take you through everything that comes with it and how you properly set it up with or without the beaners. And just like that, the hammock is set up. All right, so let's bring you in closer and show you all the goodies about this hammock before we put the Rainfly up. All right, so let's go on how you put the tree strap onto the hammock and the tree. So this is a 12-foot OneWind hammock strap that comes with it. It's rated for 1,500 pounds. So on one end of the loop, there's going to be a loop. And the other end, there is nothing. It's just straight from that point on. Now what I do is the side with the blue, for me, is on the outside of the tree. And then this side is hugging the tree. So you'll just take this loop and you'll run the strap around the tree. Once it's around the tree, you just run it through the little eyelet right there and pull it all the way through. And then you just choke it on the tree like that, blue strap out all the way. Now I normally put my hammock strap right about eyeball height on the tree for the first hang to start my hang. Now we'll show you how we hook this up on mount. Before we do that, so as a cheat, instead of strapping the tree, you go get you a carabiner, which I have. I put it through the hoop, the hole, and by putting it through the hole, now I can just choke the tree and carrot bean it to the tree, just like so. This makes it where I can leave the strap rigged to the hammock at all times, even during breakdown. I don't have to go out and choke the tree and then feed this through the buckle system. I can just leave this rigged. Now I'm going to show you how you hook up the hammock or the tree strap to the hammock. So now I got the hammock. This hammock come with this. It's got this little buckle system here. So what you're going to do is this buckle, you're going to push it all the way forward, just like so. You take your tree strap, I got the blue facing up, and I threw it down through the top, just like that, that big open hole, right? Give it a little bit of a tail here, however bit of a tail you want, it doesn't matter. And then you take that bar and you push the bar back to smash the line up in there. Now it creates another hole here underneath the bar. So you come take your strap and you come back up through the hole, just like so. And then you just pull the strap until you got the tautness that you need. And the pressure you add to here, it chokes it in there just like so. So it's an easy pull to get the tension you need for your hammock. By leaving that carabiner on the end of my strap, I can leave this rigged to the hammock now because I can just throw the strap around the tree like you guys see me in the original setup. It's just a quick and easy way to set up a hammock. Now the zipper on this is a double-sided zipper, inside and outside for easy access. This the screen here. Now, if you follow this up, all the way up here, it comes all the way up and around, and on the other side, right? And then on the other side of the hammock here, it dead ends on both sides, right? That side and that side. So you take one zipper here, and you go all the way back, and you take the other zipper and go all the way up and around and back, and you can pull the whole screen off and shove it up into the stuff sack up there if you don't need the bug net. So say like the colder months where you don't have to worry about the bugs, it's an easy way, but the bug net will stay with the hammock. So let me go ahead and do that for you and show you how that looks. All right, so again, we'll take the one zipper, we'll go all the way to the end here until it dead ends. Get on the back side, we'll take the other zipper here, we'll take it all the way around. We'll be able to pull this screen all the way up in here, and you just take your screen and you shove it in your stuff sack. So now it's out of your way. Now, like the fall and winter time, if you use the hammock to camp and you don't really need the bug net, it's out of your way. Now it comes with the ridge line in here as well, which I believe OneWind says this ridge line's rated for 1,500 pounds. Is that on my cheat sheet? I got a little cheat sheet here, wrote with some information on it. Okay, so I don't have this one wrote down what this is rated for. Either way, it's your structural ridge line. It's the whoopee system. How you tighten and loosen it is how this one works. And then this little stuff sack in the Amazon description, it doesn't say it comes with it, but mine came with it. And you just simply hang it on your ridge line. That's where your phone and stuff can go, stuff like that. But in the package description, it doesn't say anything about this bag. So I don't know what that's about. But that's the hammock. And then on the outsides of the hammock, I'll get you up closer and show you. It's got little clips here. Clip here, and a clip here. So in the winter months, you can it'll clip right into any standard underquilt, and it's like that on both sides. But it also comes with some a couple stakes, and then some run wire or guide wire, elastic guide wire, so you can guide it out and keep your hammock opened up, which I never use. I just use this for the underquilt. Let's get you up close so you can see the little tabs on it. So here's the little tabs, hooks onto the guide wire of your underquilt. There's one, there's two, and there's three, and there's three more on the opposite side. This is I think they call it a whoopee, to get your guideline as strong or taut as you want it. And then, like I said, this in the description, product description, it tells you what comes with it. This bag is not listed on it, so I'm not sure why I got the bag when I ordered it, but I'm not going to complain. It opens up on one side. As you can see, the side I have it rigged on, which side my head normally goes on, and it's got a drawstring on it, which will sense it closed. Normally I keep my phone, my vape, and stuff like that in there when I'm camping in my hammock. All right, so the next time we're going to review is the OneWind Rainfly. Now on Amazon, you can find the kit where these come together, or you can buy them individually. When I went for the research of this video to pull up all the links for you guys, I could no longer find the link that combines the product. So the links that will be below in the description is the link to either this, or you got to use both links to get both. But just know when I bought it, I don't know if it's something Amazon had going on. All this was one kit for me, and it wasn't nowhere near the price that you would find to buy these two separate. I just couldn't find that link no more. So maybe that was just a promotional deal, because I believe Mama Bear got this system for me for Christmas, if my memory serves me correctly. So it may have just been a Christmas deal to get the combined package. But what we're going to do now is set up the Rainfly system. So quick notes, the Rainfly itself is 1.4 pounds. That includes the stakes, the straps, that includes everything, right? Now the actual Rainfly weight itself is 1.1 ounces without the guidelines, the stakes, and all that good stuff. Now I will say the guide wire you're going to see me set up, that's up in here, that I'm about to set up now, the Ridgeline, is 550 paracord. Didn't come with the kit, something I bought extra. They do buy enough, provide enough straps where you don't need the paracord, but I always like having a Ridgeline strong. I don't know. To me, I like having a Ridgeline, but here we go. We're going to go ahead and get this set up, and then we'll show you the details of the Rainfly. And for all notices, I did buy a where's my rain? There it is. For all intents and purposes, I did buy a snake for this, so that's something else you're going to see too. So here's the Ridgeline, 550 cord Ridgeline, which also has a beaner on it for quick and easy setup. So let's go ahead and get this Ridgeline rigged real quick. All right. Now, I don't normally use three trees to put my Ridgeline up, but it's just for quick access today, real quick. So I also, inside of this bag is a snake, or what I believe they call a snake, but it's just a pouch to keep everything bunched up. That's a separate. There'll be a link for that below too. It just goes over your Rainfly. And I also have another one for the hammock. I just don't use it with this hammock system. It's basically like a snake, see? So let's go ahead and get this set up real quick. Comes with 4 aluminum stakes. Here, I'll show you the stakes real quick before we put them in the ground. The Rainfly comes with 4 of these. The Hammock comes with 2. Here we go. I think they call this a hexagon, octagon, whatever. What do they call this? What's this shape? I'm not good with my shapes. What is this? Hexagon. So it's a hexagon Rainfly. So let's get you up close and show you. Let's go over some details of this. So like I said, this actual Rainfly without all the rigging and stuff is 1.1 ounces. The Rainfly itself is 20D ultralight ripstop silicone. The PU rating is 4,000 mm on top, and it or underneath, and then there's a it says there's a coating, silicone coating on the outside of the Rainfly. Again, all the details you can find through the Amazon link, which you'll find below. But here is the OneWind Rainfly. So let's go ahead and get you up close and let you see some items on it. All right, so on all 4 corners, you got this bungee, and it comes with, they call this the cord saver. So all your excess rigging and cords that are hanging down, it'll bunch it all up in that. But it's nice bungee material so the winds can move it around a little bit and it won't rip it. The corners are pretty well stitched, and stitching looks good on it. It's got an extra layer underneath of it here, so it's beefed up for the extra wear and tear. They got their logo on it. Of course, they have their logo on everything. They get the rigging, straps, paracord, more paracord down here, orange, so it stands out, and it's got the little, which you can't see right now, but if you put a flashlight on this in the dark, you'll get the little reflectives off of it so you can see it in the dark on the orange ones, which helps you from tripping. But good coverage on all sides and protects you underneath there nice and good. I've had this Rainfly for Hammock and Rainfly system for almost a year now, and I've used it in all weather conditions, and I am extremely happy with it. It's definitely a lot lighter than my last hammock system by several pounds, and it's a nice setup. Now, I don't exactly got the Rainfly stretched out over the hammock correct for this video, or this top should go over a little bit more so it's fully covered by that, but just for video purposes, I want to give a quick setup. Now, this Rainfly, this hexagon Rainfly, makes great for tarp camping too. There's a bunch of different configurations that hopefully I'm going to get to try this fall when all the bugs go away. Now, let's go over the snake skin real quick for the Rainfly. I'm going to go ahead and collapse the Rainfly and show you guys how that snake works, and then we'll talk about that for a minute, and then we'll go ahead and finish tearing this hammock system down. So once you got all the stakes pulled back out of the ground, all you got to do to use this snake is just start pulling it up, just like so. Now undo my center pin here, or not my center pin, but my center connection. Pulls the Rainfly off the up on the ridge line, and I just keep pulling it, and all the straps and everything tucks away nice and neat. And to, I forget what they actually call this thing, but I call it the hammock snake. You get that shoved in there like so, and tighten the strap, and that keeps this where you don't have it in front of you. So say you have a nice day with maybe chances of rain or something coming in, so you can hang your Rainfly up, and using the orange paracord that's at the ends of them, I could actually tie these around the trees and not even have a ridge line. So the ridge line is not required. I like to have it because I can hang stuff off of it too. Now, the setup I did today, the Rainfly was on the outside of the ridge line. It prevents any water from coming down the ridge line in the heavy rain. But I still have the ends. I can hang my luggage and stuff like that off if I want. There's just so many benefits to having a ridge line that I always hang one. But nicer days where you don't want to have that Rainfly out, you can have it up into the snake. Now, the snake itself, there's not a whole lot of details on the snake, but it is a OneWind tarp sleeve is what OneWind's calling it. It's 12 foot. It's OD green. It matches the rest of the setup. It says it's heavy duty ripstop nylon and it's water resistant, and it's 1.7 ounces. So it's actually heavier than the actual Rainfly itself, which is kind of weird. But again, overall weight of the hammock, this ridge line, this bag, the Rainfly, the ridge line up here, all the straps, tree straps, the extra beaners, everything that's on my setup, the total weight comes up to 4.8 pounds, which to me is still pretty light. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and close up the screen real quick, and then we're going to do a quick breakdown so you can see how easy it is to tear this setup down and get it packed away to go home. So for full disclosure, I always use the bug net. I never take it off my hammock, and that includes in the months where there's no bugs, because to me it just kind of feels like it's closing me in a tent, so to speak. I don't know what it is. To me, I feel a little extra sense of security. I don't have to worry about nothing that's in the Rainfly or in the hammock with me at night, like my vape, my phone, my charger, my headphones, and all that. I don't have to worry about none of it falling out by me moving around at night. So I don't ever take the bug net off. But there we go. Now we have it collapsed. I'm going to show you how quick and easy it is to tear this system down. So I'm going to do the top portion first. So I'm going to seal that bag up right here. If it's raining out, then obviously you'd leave your Rainfly up first. But we're going to take the Rainfly system down. So I'm going to clip it off of there, like so. Let it fall on the ground. That's the nice thing about the snake. You don't have to worry about your hammock getting all dirty or nothing because it's protected inside the sleeve, as they put it. So I'm going to tuck my wires up into my sleeve so nothing's hanging outside of my sleeve when I pack everything away. Tucked in that side. Go on this side real quick and tuck all the cordage away so it doesn't get tangled up on anything. Not worse when you're setting up camp and all your cordage is tangled up with each other, right? That's the nice thing about all this. It's got little extra pockets and drawstrings so you can tuck all this stuff away. Now, what I could do if I was even in a bigger hurry to get out of here was I could just shove this snake in my bag as is. But I kept the sleeve it come with, and then I pack it down farther from the snake to the sleeve. If I was going home and it was raining, and then I would take it home and dry it all out, obviously, right? But I only set this up for this video. So I'll just shove it all back in its sleeve there. Right. Now note, we're not going to pause the video here, so you can see by the timestamp when I started this process versus when I stopped taking it down. Now granted, the Rainfly was already in the snake, so that sped up by an extra couple seconds or so, maybe 30 seconds. So that's packed away now. I'll put it back in my little pouch bag. Now let's do the ridge line itself. Unless it's raining, I typically get rid of my ridgeline system and get it taken down first, because if I don't, once I get the hammock down, I have from time to time walked away and left my ridgeline strung between the two trees, and then have to make a return trip, because when I come home to reset everything back up to dry and air out, I notice my ridgelines was left behind. So Mama Bear gets mad at me because she's got to take me back out to the camp woods where I was camping, and I always got to hike back in to pick this up. So I have learned to start taking the ridgeline down immediately. So do all this first. So this in my little sack. Again, this is this little stuff sack bought at Walmart. That's perfect for my my hammock system. So we're just going to undo the beaner off the tree. Carabiner. Never has to take that off the hammock. And then I'm just going to start shoving it into the stuff sack. Now, if I had the sleeve or snake on this, I could just let it hit the ground, not to worry about it not getting dirty, but I don't have the snake on this sleeve on it, because I use this two-way stuff sack. Now, if I wasn't using a stuff sack and I just wanted to rip it off the tree to get it out of here, then maybe I would use the snake, but I have no reason to use that snake or sleeve or whatever you want to call it as. So just shove it all in the stuff sack here. Just like so. Take my my strap on one side, carabiner attached. Cram it down in this side. Pull the drawstring, and it's closed. And then flip over, loosen the other side, open it up, and then just repeat the process. Shove all this back in here. Just like that, the whole system is broke down. It's put in here. Now I'm ready to go. Now, on this setup, you didn't, almost forgot. Mistakes. All right, on this setup though, this that I showed you does not include, so it's 4.1 pounds is what I told you guys for my whole setup here. My little cheat sheet, 4.8 pounds. So that bag includes 4.8 pounds. Now keep in mind that doesn't include your sleeping bag or your top quilt, however you sleep in a hammock, or it doesn't include your under quilt. My under quilt, I think, weighs 3 pounds, and then depending on what sleeping bag or top quilt I bring, it can range anywhere from 3 pounds up to a 10-pound sleeping bag, depending on what the temperatures and the conditions I'm going to be walking into for the hammock system. But for spring and summertime, where you don't need all that extra insulation, I honestly, even though 4.8 pounds kinds of sound heavy, which to me it really doesn't, but you know, some people it may. There's my camping gear if I want to go camp out tonight. You know, just got to add a little bit of something to eat or whatever like that. Now, for full disclosure, the reason we're doing the review video this week versus a normal camping videos, because my daughter had some cheerleading events this weekend, so I wasn't able to get out in the woods to do any camping, but I wanted to make sure I could get you guys a video. And we haven't done a review on my OneWind hammock system yet, so I figured I'd go ahead and do that for you guys. Below in the description will be the links to find the stuff on YouTube, plus all the extra information on this. Again, they didn't send it to me. They ain't sponsoring this video. I bought this with my own money because I wanted a different hammock setup, or I should say my wife bought it for Christmas, but we bought it with our own money because I wanted a different hammock setup, and I love it. So if you're looking for a good, decent hammock setup, I would definitely say go get OneWind. It's a real nice setup. All right, folks, I ain't sure what the next video is, so I guess we'll see you in 2 weeks. You guys already know how we do it. Holler at your boy.